What's up, everybody?
Good afternoon. We're in the spooky dark today.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
This is actually really cool. We've never did a podcast like this before. In the sense of the way that it looks, it's dark and we got lights. For those of you that's just listening, it's dark with just the colored lights.
You know what's cool is like people can't see it, but the paintings up here,
Yeah,
they look like they're like neon.
it looks like we got a black light in here.
Yeah,
Man, oh man, we should actually get a black light in here.
that'd be cool.
That would be
Black
badass.
light, and then for Halloween, we need that fog machine.
Yeah. No, you're right. We do need to
That
get
would
that
be
fog
so
machine,
crazy.
man.
You know how crazy that would look?
That would actually look spooky.
Well,
Just
waking. Well, fuck, man. My
Just
bed's real
waking up.
low to the ground. Hell, I might be sleeping in the fog.
yeah, just waking up and having damn, fog everywhere.
Can't see a goddamn
Fucking
thing.
fog. Can't see shit, man. Imagine that.
That would be crazy.
That would actually be scary.
Yeah, I mean, it'd make it a challenge to get around.
It'll be something, dude. It'll be. You know what I just figured out the other day?
What?
I figured out that we can put the podcast videos on Spotify.
Like the actual video.
The actual video, yeah. So it won't just, like, the podcast is on Spotify, but the video is not on Spotify. It's just the audio version.
You gonna start doing that?
Yeah, I am. Actually, as soon as I figured out how to do it. Actually, I got it signed in and everything, and I figured it out. So it should... I would just need to start uploading the videos on there, and that'll probably take a while because I have to upload 120 some
Videos?
videos. Yeah,
Whew, that's a lot.
it's a lot of videos.
Yeah, that's a lot of videos.
Yeah, that's gonna take a long ass time. That's why I was kind of tweaking out about the hard drive the other day because the hard drive fucked up.
Is it starting to like become corrupted now?
That's what I thought was happening actually, but then I just restarted my Chromebook, and well, I call it a Chromebook, but it's not a fucking Chromebook. I'll let you take a guess at what it is. I restarted it, and it actually worked. It actually worked again. The hard drive actually started working again.
I wonder what causes it.
I mean, it was working perfectly fine, but it was whenever I was uploading something, every time that I went to go upload a video, it would say that the file has been corrupted. And then I was like, what the fuck, man? And then it was weird because whenever I took it out of the hard drive and then put it onto my dashboard, I guess that's or the home screen or home page or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then whenever I put it on there and then it downloaded through there, and then I uploaded it from my home screen to wherever I was uploading it, so in this case it would be YouTube, it actually worked. So that didn't make any sense to me. But whenever I restarted the computer, it actually worked.
Well, it's good that it's working. It saved you some money.
It is very good.
Because I think you said that thing was like $200.
Yeah, the hard drive
That's a
itself.
lot.
It's a damn 5 terabyte hard drive.
That's crazy. That's a lot. Does it still have plenty of memory on there?
I think it has like a terabyte left.
So once that runs out, you're gonna have to buy another one.
Yeah.
So fuck, you're not that far from.
Yeah, well,
the thing is though, you'd have to. Let's say if it was corrupted, how would you? Would you have to transfer all that information to the new hard drive?
Yes, but in this lucky case, I would be able to do so if it was corrupt the way that I thought that it was, which it means that it was just corrupt on the hard drive, and that means that all the information on it would be transferable. But in most cases, if a hard drive gets corrupt, then there's no way that any of the data can be saved whatsoever. So usually the whole thing gets corrupt, and then so everything, all of the information and data within it is not,
It's like not salvageable.
Yeah, it's not salvageable.
So like everything that had been put on there up to that point was basically lost.
Exactly.
It would still be like,
and that's what happened.
People would still be able to watch the videos, right? Like
Yeah.
they wouldn't affect that any. It would just be you couldn't go back and edit them or right. Like you wouldn't have the same file
it
to
would.
it.
It wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't even be able to view it at all. That's why I was saying the lucky case with what I thought happened to it at first was I could be able to view it and all that, but I just wouldn't be able to upload it from there. But I can still transfer all the data to another device or whatnot. So, but I really would like to get if I got an internal storage, if I got the whole different storage for like Apple does this one where you're able to buy an internal storage from them and they'll put it in your computer or a different sized RAM and things like that. But I mean, at that point, you just might as well just get another computer. Mm-hmm. But you can get the top of the line computer from them and then get extras added onto it. And then they will do it. But bro, like I think like a 5 terabyte internal hard drive that I can put in it is like, I think it said that it was like fucking $2,000 or something like that. Which is crazy.
That's a lot of money.
It is insane. But it being internal, it is way like it's like that computer will last forever.
Which one? This one?
Damn near, yeah. But the way that technology is just constantly evolving.
Yeah, it's crazy how like you could have something.
Yeah.
And then just a couple years later, it's
obsolete.
Yeah, like I mean, at that moment, it's like, wow, this is the best thing ever. And then, like
exactly.
2 years later, you're like, it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, and you can definitely see it with like the phones and stuff,
like iPhones and shit.
Yeah,
like this is a good phone.
Yeah,
this is iPhone 14.
But
when I was looking at the specs between it and like just the iPhone 15,
yeah,
this has like a 12 megapixel camera, and the 15 has like a 24 megapixel camera. I don't know if that's a big, like the camera on this is actually from an even older iPhone. Like they never upgraded it.
Yep.
And so I was looking at it and I was like, this is still a good phone, but it doesn't like, it's not nearly as advanced as like just the next year, like the one that came out a year later, and now there's about to be a new one.
Yeah.
And
there is.
It's like like the dynamic island thing. Like this one don't have it, but the pro model of this one did.
Yeah.
Well, like the 15 one comes with it standard, and it has like a bunch of like, I think the 15 has even better speakers and stuff.
Oh yeah, I thought that you had a 15 for some reason.
No, this is a 14.
That's what I got. I got the 14 Pro Max.
Yeah, like you got the one that's got the.
It does have the island on it.
Yeah, and it's got better cameras and all that. So really, that would just because I would like to. I really just want the camera. Because it's, you zoom in and stuff, and it gets real grainy.
Yeah.
The newer ones, they have it's like a 5 times zoom telescopic. Mm-hmm. This one only has this one does, but it keeps it from where, if you like, say if I went to somewhere, and I was wanting to get like a good picture, and I wanted to zoom in, because when you see something in person, like you can clearly see, like, let's say if I'm up on a mountain, I'm looking at San Francisco.
Yeah.
But on the picture, it's like real tiny.
Oh yeah.
If I want to zoom in,
it's not able to pick up the whole thing.
It ain't able to pick it up. But if I'm able
to
zoom in, and but the thing is, when you zoom in, it loses all the detail. You're just zooming in on like the pixels. You're making the pixels bigger. Yeah. If that makes sense, it just looks so grainy.
Right. Yeah, you're
But like with the newer ones, like it will keep its fidelity. It's not gonna like. It's not gonna look like that.
Yeah, now that you say that, that's really one of the reasons why I want to get a new lens as well for the cameras. And actually, that's crazy that you said that, because I actually rarely ever use my iPhone camera. Isn't that wild to think about? Because I always have my camera on.
You have a camera. I don't have one. I have to use my iPhone.
I mean, well, the iPhone cameras are good. They're actually good for what they are. They're actually amazing for what they are, because they're so fucking small, and it also is attached to a smartphone that has everything that you can possibly want, like a small computer, which is fucking wild. And the processing speed on it is honestly sometimes is better than, and it loads better than on my computer. Well, on some things that are like Instagram. Like Instagram, I was uploading. I'll come back to the camera thing, but with the Instagram, I was uploading a video the other day through the Instagram website on my computer, and it was that edited video that I dropped the other day with the cars in it that was drifting and sliding and whatnot, and doing donuts and all that shit. But I was uploading it from my computer, and because I thought that it was gonna be easier like that. But first of all, I couldn't do collaborations in it. Second of all, on the computer, it won't let you do certain things like in the settings part, and it won't let you. It takes forever for it to upload, if it even uploads. Anytime that I've downloaded uploaded videos on Instagram through the computer, it hasn't even uploaded the video. So I had to send it to my phone. And I waited there, and I even waited for like 20 minutes, and I did other shit for it to upload onto the thing, and I did that twice. I had to tag a bunch of people in it too, which that was annoying to go through, so I had to do that on my phone too, and then whenever I did it on my phone, it uploaded right away, straight from my phone onto the app.
Are you talking about that? Oh, yeah, I know what video you're talking about, the one that had Cam's music over it, right?
Yep.
That one.
Exactly. Yep, so I had to do that, and I had to send it to my iPhone, which that was fucking crazy. And that just proves that, the iPhone can process, in modern day smartphones can process some things better than a computer could, especially through apps, because I don't know why that is. I was about to sit here and explain to you why, but I would assume it's because there's like no middleman there, because like with my computer, there's like background tabs open but at the same time that kind of doesn't make any sense.
You have tabs open on your phone.
Exactly. And my computer should have
maybe more. It's just optimized for it. Maybe apps are, people, they optimize it for the phone, because typically when I think of an app, I think of it being on a phone.
I'm guessing it's just like more concentrated data, because on my computer, I can do a whole lot more things on my computer. Like I can, especially whenever it comes to editing videos, whenever you start doing that on a phone, it like gets very,
God damn, I bet that shit's annoying.
Yeah, it gets very annoying. And even with some of the apps,
like an iPad.
Mm-hmm. Like there would be lagging and shit, and sometimes the thing would crash. God. Especially in like GarageBand, where I was using it to edit like audio, and I know GarageBand is definitely not a good source for editing audio. It's a simple source for editing audio, but it's not like something that you should rely on.
That reminds me of something like interesting, and I've been wanting to ask you. When it came to like when you used to make music and make beats, did you make like rap? Did you rap first, or did you make beats first?
It was a little bit of both. Well, because I wanted to start like making like rapping. At first I wanted to start rapping, but the problem is that I didn't have any beats. Well, there was like YouTube beats like that we would just freestyle on and bullshit around with, and it wasn't any good definitely at the time. Like whenever you first start anything, really, it's not going to be good in the beginning, even though whenever you do it in the moment, it sounds like it's good because of your ego, and you're like, damn, that sounds awesome. But in reality, whenever you listen to it 5 years later, like especially like this podcast, like we was just listening to the ones with the 8090, like the first ones that we ever did before we started looking at the new ones, and then I was like, damn, like we're not as fluent as we are now whenever it comes to the podcast, even though that was just a year ago. Whenever, like, we looked at the very first podcast that we ever did, and we don't talk as fluently on the camera. We're not as comfortable on the camera as we are now.
Yeah, it was awkward. Like
right now, yeah, it seemed kind of awkward, and like I was trying my best to hold my composure, but it still seemed as if I was a little bit nervous in it, which of course I was, because it's my first time on the camera and whatnot. But anyways, whenever I first started making music, it was basically like the same concept in a way, but I wanted to make my own beats because I wanted it all to be original. And I wanted it all to be made by me. So I just started making beats along with it, and then I was like, okay, I'll just throw a beat together, and then I'll start rapping. And eventually, I came attuned to doing both. So then I started to enjoy the art of it, and not just doing it just because I needed a beat and whatnot.
I remember you, Jalen, and Cam would always be. Shit, some people working on a beat, or y'all would always be like coming up with some shit,
Going crazy,
making some shit. Sometimes I'd stop by, whole fucking room would be smoked out. You know what I'm saying? And somebody working on a beat. Through all the smoke, you could see it.
Exactly.
Computer screen vaguely.
For
you could
real.
see all the little. I don't know how.
And we even got pictures of it then.
Yeah, it was every fucking day.
It was every
really
fucking day and getting fucked up.
I have videos.
Shit.
I have videos of like, gravity bombs.
Gravity bongs, bro. That shit fucks you up, man.
Yep.
Bad.
Yep.
For real. And that actually goes back. We'll go back to that too, but that actually goes back to what I was trying to say with the cameras. I really want to get a camera, a lens, a big lens. Because there was a guy that we met at that car show. He had a very big lens. Shout out to Sway Photography. He had this huge lens on his camera. And then I was like, yo, bro, that's the shit that you need right there. And then it really is an amazing lens. It's probably about a $1,000 lens. Mm-hmm. And you can take pictures. Like, I can take pictures from here all the way out there, out to the building, to the nearest building out there, and it looked crisp. Like, mm-hmm. And I can zoom in. That's the cool thing with those large lenses. Those ones that are like this big. Those are large, like a foot long lens.
Like a fucking telescope lens.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And it's amazing. Like, you can do star photography with it too, which is amazing too, because it'll pick up some stars that you can't even see.
God
you
damn.
Can't. And it, for real, it is amazing, because whenever you point it out the sky, like whenever you go out there, at first it just looks like that it's just a few stars in the sky. And then you like take an actual picture of it with no lights around you or anything, and it looks like there's billions, like actually billions, like it's supposed to be, stars out there. But anyways, I wanted to do that, and whenever you do that, it doesn't have that problem like you were saying with whenever you zoom in, it looks pixelated, because each frame as you get further away is basically a lens in itself. So it's not just like, this is just like one, this is just, there's 3 different lenses here on this phone, but it's not, it only can zoom in so much with it being the way that it is. Mm-hmm. And then once it starts to zoom in so much, it's the same exact picture, it's just zoomed in a little bit, like you were saying, and it's just the same pixels, same amount of pixels per frame, but it's just zoomed in more, so the pixels are bigger. The pixels just get bigger. That's all that happens with it. And the quality of the image it goes down
it goes
the
from
fucking hill.
It's like going from like 4K to like 480p.
For real.
It just looks. It's
no,
just like
no, quite literally.
Yeah, it's like it instead of seeing like it's 4K pixels on the screen, now what you're looking at is 480 pixels.
For real.
It's like not the. That's the only reason why I would want like a newer one of these. It isn't because I just want the camera to be good, because I want to be able to take. I don't have like a camera.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all right. You really don't need one. I mean, for like, I just have those just because I enjoy the art of like just taking the pictures and whatnot. Mm-hmm. I mean, and some people don't enjoy that. So that's perfectly fine. But I think that for what you would use it for, like what you got right now is actually pretty good. It's actually very good especially compared to everything else that's ever came out.
Yeah, I'm still gonna get the new one.
You're gonna get the new one?
Yeah, I've decided I'm gonna get the new one.
That's gonna be awesome, man. I would actually.
That's what I'm saving up for. I mean, I guess I'm. Yeah, it comes out what, September? Yeah, I'd get that, and then I would like to. This is kind of would like to start building credit, and I think that maybe having the cash to pay it off right away, be in there to do that.
Don't do it.
But I could just use it as like the first thing to start building credit.
For real.
Thought about that because I mean, the payments are like what $40-$50 a month, something like that.
Probably not even.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, that might be like a good way.
That
to get
is
started.
the way. No, that is the way, man. For real, for real. And there's a lot more. There's a lot more ways you can do that shit too. For real. I'll put you onto some game whenever you get around there. Whenever you get around that point.
I
man.
would be willing to go ahead and get one like next week, or just because I mean with gas too, could do this for gas.
Exactly,
I mean,
like a credit card.
Yeah,
you can do that, or you can do a whole bunch of different things, man.
Because I mean, I'm gonna be spending cash anyway.
Yeah,
you know, might as well build some credit up in the process. Because it's gonna be, I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it for like a couple of years, 2 or 3 years from now. I'm gonna need good credit. Like, gonna have to.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember going back to what we was talking about a little bit ago with getting fucked up back in the day. I remember whenever you had the iPhone 7.
That shit, I had that for a long time.
Did you get that whenever it came out? The iPhone 7? Or was it like the year after it came out?
It was like I had the iPhone 6 and then I got what year did the iPhone 7 come out? Do you know?
I have no idea, man. Honestly, I would say probably about 2016, 15 maybe.
In 2015,
that's what I want to say.
5.
iPhone 5?
In 2006, I had the iPhone 5.
2006?
Yeah. In 2015 and 16, I had the iPhone 5.
Oh.
And then I had the iPhone 6. And then I think this was like my first year after graduation. So this was like 2016, 2017, the iPhone 7. And I kept that all the way up till...
And what year was this again?
2017.
2017. Okay.
I had the iPhone 7, and I kept that for a good 6 years. See,
I'm scaling it based off of in high school, whatever I had in high school, and I think that's right. I think that is right because
in high school I went from 4, 5, and then I went to 6 right after. Right, I think a couple of days. I think that was my graduation present was the new the iPhone 6, and then a year later I ended up getting the 7, and I kept that bastard all the way up until the iPhone 14 was brand new.
Yeah.
So I kept that bitch for like 6 or 7 models.
And even after, I think even after too.
I had it for a long time, but I was like, I just can't, bro. I didn't have any case for it. So when you flipped it over, the thing was actually chipped away at the edges. No, I'm serious. The aluminum frame.
Yep.
When you went to hell, the phone wasn't square like this. It had like indentions in the side where I was holding it.
But you had a circle on it. You had the little circle on it too, a metal circle.
That was before they had the thing that was built into it. And I used to put that. I had like the in my car. Yeah. I had that little magnet thing, and you'd set it up there. And I
remember that.
I plugged the aux up, and that's how I would be able to like drive and switch music because I used to have the speakers hooked up, and then I blew those up.
Yeah,
I blew those up, and then I put new ones in, and then I blew those up too.
Yeah, speakers got fucked up. Yeah, didn't like water get in them or something?
That was yeah.
Well,
that's what I said.
Listen.
But it might have just been because I went into the settings for bass, and I turned the bass all the way to max, and then I would turn it all the way to max. And but it those were some actually pretty good speakers for and it had the premium sound system in it when it came out in 2007, that car.
Yeah.
But when I went to go take the speakers out and the ones I replaced it with, I already knew for a fact that those speakers that I put in there were not. They were going to get broke too because the magnets on the old ones were like, man, these were heavy speakers. Like the magnets were real thick.
Yeah.
And the new ones were like that.
And I remember you telling me about that, and I'm pretty sure that you got different size.
I got the wrong ones, and then and then I was going to work one day, and of course I hadn't learned my lesson, and
you cranked it up to the max.
I cranked it up, and it went and it broke. But then I was like, okay, I still got 3 more speakers.
Yeah.
And then it was 2, and then it was 1.
Damn.
And then it was none. And then I put new ones in again. And they were a little bit better, but I haven't turned those up to the max. Matter of fact, I stopped using them because the one in the middle, the one that's in the top part and in the dash, it's fucked up now. So it doesn't matter. These when the doors work and the tweeters work because the big one that's in the middle is fucked up now.
Man, some of that shit gets very specific with whenever it comes to speakers because there's just a bunch of different shit whenever it comes along with that. Like you got the amps, the ohms, the wattage.
Yeah, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
And that's why those ones that you had in there beforehand were very good. And if you would have got the original ones, those would have been expensive as fuck.
Fuck. That's why I didn't.
Yeah, because those are very, very nice speakers. Like the ones that I had in the Beamer. I think because the Beamer that I had was 2008, and you said yours is 2007. Mm-hmm. So it's not that far apart. So it was basically the same. Basically the same. It had speakers.
Like a Bose. It was Bose sound system.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what was in the damn Beamer.
Like and that. I mean, those cars when they were brand new, those were $50,000
top of the line.
Like that was like that car's Swedish. Like he did. I mean, for the year that it came out, it was like that was like the. Entry level luxury vehicle.
No, for real. No, it is nice for real. And you remember the Beamer too.
The Beamer was really nice.
It's basically like the same shit, man.
Yeah, that's even nicer. I think. Like,
there was a little bit more like bells and whistles to it, but it
just really depends on the trim that you get. Like, like that car, it had the premium. It was a package that was on it. Because whoever originally bought the car, they got to put all the bells and whistles that they wanted on it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really. I don't. I know for a fact that it had the sound system. I don't know what came standard with that car.
Yeah.
I know the sound package was an additional option.
Well, those sound systems they get pretty everything
like
in it.
$2,000 for the premium sound.
Yeah.
Because like if you go to like BMW's website and you go and customize like a car, and they say what packages you want on it.
Yeah.
The premium sound system package is like $1,800.
Golly, man, extra.
Yeah, $1,800 extra, and then they'll be like, "Do you want a blackout? Do you want like a carbon fiber package, or or do you want the bigger rims, the bigger wheels, or do you want leather seats or fake leather?"
No, we're just gonna go get this old Toyota pickup down the road.
Yeah, at that point you're like, unless you have just so much money, it was like, if you could just buy it outright and it'd be like no big deal, then yeah, sure. But there's no point in just about bankrupting yourself over
for real
over something like that.
Over the trim of a car.
Yeah.
Hell,
the sound system costs more than the fucking car. No,
for real.
The sound system costs more than like a used car. Like you can get
for real.
For real, like
actually,
somebody, I forget who it was, but they got like a Toyota. It was like $800. Landon, yeah. It's not bad. That is not
bad, bro. Here's my phone.
Time to upgrade.
Time to upgrade. No, for real. But yeah, bro, those speakers and that shit, man. I believe it. I believe what had happened. With yours, I think that the speakers that was originally in it was able to hold more power than what you had. Got.
The amp was like, it was catered towards those speakers.
Yeah,
the power, it was
probably putting up way more power than like those other speakers that you got could handle. And
that's the problem. Like if you turn it to max, those things, it was like way over what its max was.
Well, the ones in it, I believe, could have held for a while, but I think that you said that
what happened.
I think you said that you left like the thing open, didn't you?
No, what happened was that the sunroof,
or the seal,
the sunroof would get clogged up with like leaves and stuff.
Oh,
like the sunroof, and then you would have like gutters on the car, right? But the gutters that were around the sunroof area got clogged up with leaves, and so the water got stopped up, and then went into the car, and then it evaporated in the car, and then it ended up getting into the thing that vibrates on the speakers are held together by like different types of glues and adhesives.
Yep.
And from what Richard told me is that the moisture inside the car loosened up the glue.
Yeah.
And so when I went to go turn it on and have the bass real loud, the glue was loose and the paper mache like thing that lets it vibrate basically. And when we took it out originally, we saw this like that's literally what happened.
Yeah.
The things were busted like, but it was like they deteriorated. Like the glue was like it was like peeled off.
Yeah.
Like it had separated from its. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's separated from where it was
separated from where it was supposed to be glued to.
Yep.
And he said that probably what happened is that the moisture and not letting that air out
fucked up the glue.
Fucked them up because they were all like that. It wasn't like one went out. It was like they all went out.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think about like it was when I was working at, or it was right before I started working at Men's Warehouse, or right after I started working at Men's Warehouse, that issue happened.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that happening.
And but the weird thing was that the speaker that was sitting up in the front on the where the sun was always hitting it and stuff, that one held up for way longer.
Yeah.
The real reason, I don't know if you see what the panel that covers up that speaker has a crack in it. So the problem with it is if I turn it up, it starts rattling that panel. But the only way to fix that is I have to take the whole entire dash off.
So you just don't use it anymore.
I'm just like, bro. I mean,
like we're gonna use the speaker in here,
I can still use the speaker in here. I just can't turn it up loud. I mean, I can turn it maybe 40% before it starts, because after that, that's when it's the bass. I got the bass all the way down now.
Really?
Yeah, but even then with the bass all the way down, by the time you get to about 40% power on that, that's when it starts like rattling on that top one. And then another problem is that I don't have
with your speaker in there.
No, in the car.
Oh, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, that JBL, that's fine. That's held up. I mean, I've had that for 5 years now.
Yeah, that's the fucking move. You know how many people. I know so many people. I mean,
it's a good speaker. People are coming over and telling you to turn it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a good speaker.
Yeah.
No, but I know so many. I actually really do know so many people that have had their car speakers fuck up, and then they use a JBL on the inside, specifically a JBL, because usually I actually don't know anybody else that use a different type of speaker in their car that is not the speakers in their car. If you get what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah.
No.
Like even
I know
for
several
other
different
people, there was other people like they didn't have like their. I was like, look, I got it's it's not gonna be surround sound, but at least you'll feel like you'll have a lot of sound hitting you in the back of the head.
Dude, and it actually sounds really good. It actually sounds really good in the car. The big ass speaker that you have, it really does.
And the thing is like they have like a newer one that's even better.
Because I remember listening to it in the car, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, listening to it in your car last time that we took your car, which was like fucking like...
It's been a while.
The last time I rode in your car was like fucking 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Ever since then, I've been riding in your car.
It was whenever Yeet came out with Flawless. That's the last time I remember, with Lil Uzi.
Oh, yeah.
That's the last time that I remember listening to something in your car, and you had that big ass speaker back there, and I was like, damn. This shit actually sounds like we're in my fucking car. Like, actually dead ass serious.
If you have the speaker right behind you,
yeah,
it's nice, but
it sounds good as fuck, man.
Yeah, that might have been because like this, but the only thing is like it slides around, so like I could be driving.
Oh yeah, that is right.
It slides around, so I could hit a curve and I'll be like, man, this shit's bumping, and then it slides all the way over here, and I'm like,
well, that's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, but it, if I could just. Fuck it, I might just strap it into the seatbelt or some shit. That way, that's actually a solution right there.
Hey, here we go.
Holy fuck.
We're coming up with solutions as we do it.
But the thing is, I don't really have like... I get to the point where I really don't have a desire to take that with me if I'm going somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's like... I'd rather be focused on the road and trying to get to where I want to go.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like 2018 where I'm like, if I get into my car to go to...
You got a bump.
I got a bump. It's like, man, I've done that shit so many times.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah, and then I guess you have to deal with the hassle of like getting it in,
getting
your
it
car.
in, getting it out, because it's heavy. It's fucking 40-pound speaker.
Yeah, and
it's
honestly,
35 pounds, 40 pounds.
Yeah, and even then, like,
don't want to scratch the walls or something because you be clumsy with it.
Yeah, and even then, like in my car, man, yeah, scratch the walls and shit.
Yeah, because you're sitting there and you're just, you can't
bumping
really,
everything because it's so massive.
It's so fucking big. You're just like, dude, like, can they not put some wheels on this thing when they made it? Like,
no, I know somebody with one with wheels.
Yeah, the newer ones too.
Oh, shit.
The new ones, yeah, they put wheels on. They don't make that one anymore. They discontinued that.
Really?
I went on their website just to see, because I like this, like the newer ones have these really cool like LED light. Like I thought the lights on that look cool.
Yeah,
they got ones that look just like really really cool. Like kind of like this.
Oh yeah. Oh. Well, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. I think that I've seen those before. I think that I've seen the newer ones. It was like they came out like last year or some shit.
Yeah, like that one right there came out in like 2018. So I mean, the new ones are I mean, they had like several years of improvement put on them.
Yeah.
Like the party box, I think with those, that's like their first party boxes. Like they had the little JBLs before that. Mm-hmm. But then they started moving in like they got ones. The only thing I would like to have another one of that one because you can pair them together. You compare if they're the exact same top, you can pair them both together, and you can have like you have one over here and one over here. I always thought that would be cool to have two in the car. Because if you put two in the car, they would be snug together. They would not be sliding anywhere. You would just have two big-ass JBLs.
God dang.
And they'd both be connected.
And it would, first of all, it'd sound better than what the fuck you... Bro, first of all, it would sound better than any of the sound systems. And second of all, it'd be way, way cheaper to buy two of those than it would be to fix the fucking speakers. Or to put new speakers in there.
Two of those, they're $499, so it'd be $1,000, but you'd be able to take your speakers anywhere.
Yeah,
so it's a lot of money, $1,000, but it's not like you can't take your shit out of your. What, you gonna rip it up? Yeah,
bro, Seth. Let me put you on to something too, bro. The other day, I just bought a outlet for the car plug-in. So it's like a strip. It's like a power strip, but for your car plug-in.
What the fuck?
So you can plug it into your car, and you can plug in like 3 different outlet plugs from like a phone charger, like with the prongs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that you could do that for your speaker, so you don't have to take it in and out of your car all the fucking time.
So
and then because I'm guessing that's the problem that you run into is that.
Well, they probably run it. You don't. Well, the battery dies.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And so if you have it all constantly plugged up all the time in the car, then it's like if you put it in there, if it's fully charged, as soon as you put it's fully charged, you put it in there, and then you plug that into your. Put the outlet thing into your plug-in in your car and then plug it up from there, then it'll constantly be charging, and it'll already be fully charged whenever you put it in there, so it can't,
Yeah. I just wonder how much of a drain it would be on the car battery.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. I didn't think about that.
But
well, if it's constantly running, it'll be running off of gas because
yeah.
I mean
I guess it wouldn't be too much of an effect on it I mean we were changing belts out. It's still related to the topic, but we were changing belts, and what it was 2 different belts. This is when I was coming home from Charlotte because when I was taking those real estate classes.
Yeah. And
what had happened was the belt that it recharges the battery had fell off, like it came off. And so he was like, "Damn, dude! I'm glad you were able to get home." Because I was like, what do you mean? What is it? It's this belt right here is the one that recharges your battery.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm glad I got home too.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
He was telling me about that. We put it back on there and stuff. Actually, he told me it had some. Damn, I probably need to get that checked out now. I think he was telling me it was rubbing against something because it was wearing out again. Because what had happened, the last one snapped. That's what had happened. And we put a new one on there. That was a bitch to put on too.
Oh yeah, those are
God
tough,
damn.
man. I was with
like
my dad a couple times whenever he had to put them on.
It's like, you ever seen somebody like load a crossbow, like had to pull those wires back like that?
Yeah,
that's what I feel like reloading a crossbow would be like.
Yeah, we had to take them off. We had to take them off in the Beamer a couple times to get to certain spots where something had fucked up in the engine. There was a couple different things that had fucked up, and we had to replace it. And we had to take the part out, and then we had to replace the part a couple different times. And man, we had to take the belt off for both of them, and then put it back on for both of those occasions. And that really, really sucked. That really, really sucked really bad.
Yeah, that shit's annoying.
We both had to do it. It took two of us to put it on.
Yeah, me and Richard took both of us. It was fucking annoying.
And there was one time I even believe that our neighbor came down there and helped us out, and it took three of us. No, I'm actually serious.
That Beamer, though, was cool.
Yeah.
I liked the headlights on it.
Yeah.
The headlights, I liked because it was a 5 Series, and the headlights were different than the...
it was like the halo lights.
Yeah, but the thing is that it was different than like the other model. It was different than the Model 3. That's not Tesla. The 3 Series and 4 Series.
Yep.
The 5 Series had like a whole... like.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Thought there was something crawling on me.
Damn, it's the coffee.
Yeah, it's starting. The fence hitting.
The fence hitting harder than it usually does.
The headlights had like a little, like, I don't know how to describe it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It was like double haloed.
It was like, yeah. And you ever seen the ones that had like they were like Xenon lights?
Yeah.
It was before people, it was
Xenon?
Like, yeah, it was like before, it was like after halogen bulbs, but before LED bulbs.
Yeah.
It was like in between. Like on GTA, you know how you could go to the garage and you could customize your headlights to Xenon lights? Because they had it. The game came out in like 2013. That's like before the...
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep. There was like a 3 Series. When I was working at Men's Warehouse, I liked the halo light designs. I thought those were the coolest looking lights.
And I think that like in 2008, that was like whenever they first, like before that, I think that it was just like the regular lights. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I think that maybe it was a little bit before that, as like a little bit before that. It wasn't that far back.
You can tell like that like technology design for headlights have changed a lot,
and it just goes up so fast. That's what we was talking about, like with the evolution of just technology.
Yeah, like the interior of cars, like a new car's interiors. It's like, especially like entry level luxury cars, like the BMW 3 Series just had a remodel again.
Really?
Yeah, like a refresh, and the whole dash is like a big LED,
big ass grill.
No, the 3 Series one, the one that isn't fucked up looking, it actually looks nice. That's the one that had like, it was like a mid-cycle refresh.
Midlife crisis.
Yeah, midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis car.
Yeah. But the inside looked, it was cool.
What do you think a car would be? What do you think a car would be? What do you think a person that is having a midlife crisis would drive?
Probably some sort of sports car.
You think so?
I think so. Midlife crisis. They're wanting to feel younger.
Ah, okay. What do you think a midlife crisis consists of?
Fuck if I know.
Just something I guess happens that
I'm
happens
going
in
through a
middle
quarter
of your
life crisis, and that's just
a quarter life crisis. Fucking depression.
Yeah, I'm just like, man.
Man, oh man.
When am I going to be able to buy a fucking house around here?
God dang, man. When's this inflation going down?
I got house, credit. I'm thinking about some crazy shit.
Yeah. All the cool shit that we have, you can see right here, right now.
Yeah, this is...
In this video. This is everything.
This is everything that
we compiled all of the cool shit that we have, and we displayed it.
We'll put it in front of your face.
So it doesn't look shitty in here. Yeah, everything else around us is practically Gaza.
That's fucking crazy talk.
That's crazy talk.
We're actually there's only this one wall. Everything else is just rubble.
Yeah, everything else is rubble around us and rubbish. It's complete rubbish. We're having a damn midlife crisis in this bitch.
For real. Shoot, man. I kind of want to get a hot tub.
Yeah, let's put one right here in the dead ass center
I was
of this
talking about,
goddamn
I was talking
living
about that at
room.
work today. I was like, it was like an inflatable hot tub for like $500.
You know what? Fuck that, bro. You know what we're gonna get? We're gonna get one of those fucking kiddie pools.
Fuck no.
One of those like $25 kiddie pools.
Oh my, the fuck.
Man,
You know somebody will come over and play in that shit.
I know they would.
I think I know who would.
Lyndon. Lyndon would be the first
He'd be like, cannonball, and just splash and goes everywhere.
Lyndon would be the first one to play in the fucking kiddie pool if we got one.
Lyndon's chill.
I know that he would. We definitely, we definitely. We're gonna show you this clip right here too. We're gonna.
That make for a good vlog.
We're gonna clip this and we're gonna send it to you.
Yeah. We'll see what
We'll see what the fuck you're made of. Let's see what the fuck you're made of.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're gonna get that kiddie pool in here, and you're gonna fucking dolphin dive in that shit.
Just like fucking belly flop.
Yeah, and I'll go after you, man. You and me both. I'll dive in it.
Oh, y'all could get like a slip. What do they call those?
A slip and slide.
You can put it at the front door, make it go all the way.
We're gonna have a water park in here.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Have a water park. What else can we get in here?
We're gonna get a water park. We're gonna definitely get those eagles.
Water guns.
Water guns. We're gonna have fucking water balloons. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go past the line and we're gonna get.
You have one of those little bubble makers. Oh god, that'd be annoying. You know those little bubble makers? I mean, that should be cool,
dude.
Have one of those and it just makes 1,000 fucking bubbles under us floating around
Holy
on the podcast.
Fuck, dude! I never even thought about that, dude. A bubble maker. Put that down. Go, Dara.
That would actually be so cool.
Hey,
and
go,
the thing
Dara.
is, with the lights bouncing off of them, they'd probably turn different colors.
Man, that shit would be badass.
Oh my god! Just imagine that. Bubbles everywhere.
Yeah.
And then like the lights on this thing change.
Yeah. Go,
and
Dara.
like the lights would affect the.
Get
Please, somebody write that down.
Put down bubbles. Put down a bubble maker. We're gonna need a bubble maker ASAP.
They're not that expensive.
We're gonna need a bubble maker.
I'm putting it down,
dude. Listen, buddy.
I'm listening.
You know what would be badass as fuck to have around here?
What?
A fucking ox.
Like like an ox cord or like an ox?
Like an ox.
Those ain't extinct, are they?
Big ass ox.
Where we could put that big?
Or like a bison.
Oh, that would be
Imagine
cool.
having a fucking bison. Is it a bison or a bison?
Bison burger. You know, you try a bison burger?
No. Actually, maybe I have.
Backstreets. Shout out Backstreets. Really good bison burgers. Hickory, right beside the Starbucks.
Then yes, I have had it. I've had their. Excuse the fuck out of me. I have had that burger before. And I know exactly what you're talking about, man. It's like their signature burger there.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I've had that shit before. I love that shit. And there's actually a Backstreets over here, right up the road. Well, it's called it's not called Backstreets completely. Hollers Backstreet Grill. It's right down the road. You ever been there before?
Mm-mm.
They make massive burgers. Those things are phenomenal too.
Man, I'm getting hungry.
You getting hungry? Yeah.
I got that Brushy Mountain Club in there.
Got a fucking club in there, and then you got some of those chips.
Yeah, those chips are good.
You're about ready to wrap it up, ain't you?
What? It's 11:30.
I don't know how long we've been doing this shit for 48 minutes.
That's how long the last podcast
That's
was.
on the fucking dot, dude.
I wrote down bubble maker.
This is the midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm thinking about the bubble maker. Like,
man, me too.
I'm thinking about like I'm serious. Like, it looked really cool.
I'm fantasizing about it right now. I'll probably rub one off to it later. What's so funny, Seth?
Bruh, that's just crazy.
You think that's funny, man?
I think that's very funny.
That ain't funny, man. It's serious. It's serious business, man.
Hey.
Something's got to get me off.
Yeah.
You know? And it just so happens to be a bubble maker.
Bubble maker.
Yeah. You know, if you don't want me to get off to a bubble maker, how about you come over here and get me off yourself?
You heard the man.
You fucking heard it? I mean, I ain't going to say it again because you can rewind it easy. It's easy.
Yeah. Why would you need to say it twice? You can fucking rewind it.
Yeah, and why the fuck haven't you subscribed yet? Why are you watching us and not fucking subscribing?
That's pretty fucked up.
That is pretty fucked up, man. That is pretty fucked up. You know what? If you're watching and not subscribing, that actually means that you're a fucking stalker.
That is kind of weird.
That's stalker shit.
That's actually disturbing as fuck.
You know, that's actually stalker shit. That means that you are still a fan. You're more of a fan than the actual subscribers on here. Actually, the people that subscribe to us, I don't even consider them fans. I consider them friends. Cunt.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah. How about that,
Bitch.
man? Yeah. Yeah.
Bitches.
Exactly.
Bunch of bitches.
Yeah, I like that, Seth. They know who the fuck they are.
They know.
You got anything else that you want to tell these people?
I just make sure I put bubble maker in my phone.
Man,
I'm good.
if somebody wants to send us a bubble maker,
Dude, would you? Oh my god, a fog machine and a bubble maker?
we would suck you off personally.
Minus me, of course.
Seth probably won't suck you off. I will.
No.
I will 100% suck you.
He will.
If you give us a bubble maker, you will get sucked off. I will make it my mission.
It's a 100% guarantee.
We're-
Satisfaction guarantee.
You only get a midlife crisis however many times that you have it. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder when a midlife crisis starts. What?
Some
40?
people have midlife crisis whenever they're fucking your age. Yeah. That goes for all y'all. However the fuck old you are, you might be having a midlife crisis right now and not even know it.
Old fuckers.
Yeah. Or you might be young. You might be even younger than us.
Fucker.
And you're having a midlife crisis.
That's crazy.
You don't know how long you're going to live. Think about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking, like, how do you know when you're, like, oh, fuck, I'm at the midway point.
Yeah,
How do you know?
What if I die tomorrow? That means my midlife crisis was 12.
Were you fucking 12?
Exactly.
Dude, you know what? I need to go get those damn Nerf guns.
We're going to have to get the Nerf guns. We're going to have a Nerf war. We're going to have an ox in here.
It's going to be a goddamn party.
It's going to be a goddamn party, man.
Somebody's going to get shot in the eye with a Nerf gun.
We're going to have a bubble maker. We're going to have fucking eagles in here doing Fent. We're going to have an ox.
Airdrop Fent. It's going to be like a care
They're going to airdrop
care package.
Yeah, and then they're going to airdrop Fent to our phones, too. Yeah.
Bro, that's so fucking
We're going to
crazy.
have kiddie pools. We're going to have fucking oxes in here doing Fent.
Yeah, we're having defibrillators. We're going to defib somebody in the face.
Yep, we're going to have people in here doing Fent like crazy. And not only that, we're going to be doing fucking horse tranquilizers.
Yeah.
We're going to snort horse tranquilizer.
I have fucking rhino guns and shit.
Yeah, we're going to shoot them
We're
at
going
each
to go
other.
goddamn buy illegal fucking rhino horns.
Yeah, and that's what he meant by a fucking Nerf gun.
Yeah.
He meant Fent launchers.
Yeah. It was code. I just didn't want to go to jail, but
Exactly.
that's okay now.
But that's okay. We can go to jail. We're cool with getting incriminated. We're
Yep.
fine with that. It's cool.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's cool, man.
But you know, like, shit.
Fuck.
YOLO, you live once.
Fuck shit. Damn, man. I mean,
Fuck
I'm
'em.
sorry for cussing, but
Yeah, I'm fucking.
I mean,
I'm so
it's just-
sorry. God damn it.
yeah. I just can't, man.
Stupid me. Fucking
Stupid
hell.
me. Well, man, I think that this is the end of the road for this podcast.
Yeah, this is the end of the road for all of us.
This is the last podcast we're ever gonna do.
Yep. Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow,
For next
we
week.
actually can't stop. We're
Oh,
actually.
89, he holds up his word.
I know we're fucking podcast slaves. He's the new one.
I'm enslaved to podcasts. I've been. They're like people are like don't. People are like don't let money control you. Control your money. I'm like, buddy,
Buddy,
I'm getting controlled by a goddamn
podcast. Hey, it's actually not a podcast anymore. It's a talk show.
It's a talk show. It's a fucking.
This is
it's
just a family
family friendly talk show.
Dap me up. Let's fucking go,
Let's
dude.
go.
Yep. Hey, I hope that you enjoyed our fucking talk show.
Yep.
Yep. And if you want to see an ox in here with kiddie pools, with horse tranquilizers, with fentanyl,
Airdropping
and
Fent.
eagles airdropping Fent to us,
We can skeet shoot the fucking eagles out of the
smash
air.
that like button. Drop a comment down below.
Drop some money,
Fucking
please.
Drop us some money. Fuck it. Don't even don't even comment. Send us some goddamn
Just
money,
mail us
man.
some goddamn money.
I mean, we're fucking. I ain't even gonna get into it.
I ate
man.
my ABT card today.
Just send us some fucking money. I don't even know my ABCs. I mean, bro, how fucking bad off do you have to be to not know your ABCs?
I mean, ain't it start at 1, 2, 3?
I don't know, man.
That's the alphabet, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the only thing I know about it. That's the only thing I've been taught.
Green? Is that a? Yeah, that's that. I think that comes after B.
Yeah, that's it. Before I go
All right,
colorblind.
I'm getting pissed at myself.
All right, Good one. You know, all that shit, man. Yep. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Don't even like this shit.
Yeah, have a day.
Have a fucking day.
Have it, whatever it is.